Metea Valley High School has a Grammy Award-winning music program made up of many different genres and styles, from choir to jazz band. And just like the program itself, the A Capella group at Metea is a collection of students from different backgrounds. As Joe Olmo finds out, 3 track athletes are breaking the norm of what a high school athlete should be known for by showing off their other talent.
It's a Friday night in the fall, and football is being played all across the Naperville area. On this specific night, Alonzo Taylor-Jones is putting together a career day running the ball.
I needed 135 yards to get to 1,000 yards, and that was my goal today. I know the touchdown just happen to come with it, so that made me even happier.
Hey, you mash up my mind, you often get declined, oh Lord, my baby's driving me crazy.
But on a random night during the week, you might find Jones, a 2-sport athlete at Metea Valley, in the classroom in a completely different practice setting.
I sing all the time in the locker room. Like before football games, I would put my it's just how I get in my zone, and so I would just sing I would sing in the locker room, and it was all my friends would be like, stop singing," and I'd be like, "Yeah, okay," and then I'd keep singing.
My satisfaction, baby, you're more than just a thing.
We're not putting kids in a box where we can say you can be an athlete, but you can still sing. You can be a science, nerd, but you can still sing. Whatever group of friends you're in, we like to think that everyone loves music. We all listen to the radio and iTunes. So we know that there's that interest there school-wide to get kids involved.
Metea Valley choir teacher Nathan Bramstead is the faculty sponsor of the a cappella group Apollo since it began in 2009. He believes there's more of an acceptance now for athletes that also sing.
Some people are surprised when they see someone like Alonzo or some of our other athletes sing at maybe a pep assembly. Because they think like, oh, I didn't know he could also sing. I know him as a football player, but I didn't know he could also sing.
Jones, along with track teammates Matthew Webb and Prithvi Raj Bandaru, are part of Apollo. As with many in the group, music doesn't end with a cappella.
I'm in choir. I'm in our chamber choir, and I'm also play the trumpet in our Symphonic Winds group here, which is one of the bands. And then I also do Apollo. And I did jazz the past 3 years, but I didn't have time to do it this year.
Chamber choir, Apollo, Off the Record, and that's our vocal jazz group, and that's it.
But the love of singing didn't just start in high school.
I remember when Metea first opened, I'm like, I've got to do that. I've got to be in a cappella. And ever since, I think then, like 7th grade, I've been working to, work my way into Apollo. And then just being a part of that, it's so cool. Just having practices, connecting with the guys, and then going to our own gigs, performing at concerts. It's just a lot of fun.
Come on, Mitch!
For Webb and Jones, the tandem not only share the same classroom for a cappella practice, the two also share the backfield on the football team, holding each other accountable to be at practice for both.
Obviously, one's more physical than the other, but it still helps a lot being both competitive in both of them, because you still want to be the best singer and you want to be the best on the field and on the track. So
nowadays, especially if at Metea and in Naperville in general, there's so much opportunity to be able to do so much. I think that really, if you're trying to limit yourself just to doing a sport or just to doing music, it's pretty tough, because so many people are so talented, and we have the ability to do them both.
As for Bandaru, being the only singer on the soccer field has its own challenges.
The coaches were always really understanding, but it was hard to sometimes place the priority of music over soccer or soccer over music, just because there was kind of like that, it was new to them. No one else was really in choir and soccer.
Balance and organization, one of the toughest tasks a high schooler has to overcome. How to divvy up the time spent on one activity while still excelling at another.
When you're in soccer, and when you're in music, you're in music. But sometimes you have to show up late to a rehearsal because you had a game, or you have to cut out of practice early because you have a concert or something. But it's you just have to find that balance, and once you find that balance, it's a breeze.
And the chance to be an athlete in the arts has its advantages. Not only do you meet people you wouldn't normally on the field of play, but there are benefits long term. As seniors in high school, Jones, Webb, and Bandaru are looking forward to college.
My main goals, whatever college I choose, definitely going to try to get in an a cappella group there, possibly join a choir too.
Especially when you're a male singer, colleges might offer you some money to sing with them, and so that's definitely on part of my agenda.
Athletes and academics, musicians, that can be really one person. And that's what colleges look for, and I think the modern world looks for people that are well-rounded.
And if I ever fall in love, so true.
Competition in the classroom or on the field, athletes proving to be more than just someone who plays a sport.
Me singing and being on the football team and being on the track team, I don't think, it's a bad thing. I think it's actually a good thing. And when people make fun of me singing, I don't really care. I don't even listen because I like singing. So.
From Metea Valley, for the 630, I'm Joe Olmo.
Over.